Hello! Today's pick a card reading is all about what your ideal environment or home space is. So we're going to use tarot and oracle cards to kind of see what elements will help you to thrive where you are living. Because your environment can have a really huge impact on your mood. It can have an impact on the thoughts that you're thinking on a daily basis. It can have an impact on your self-esteem, your ability to manifest. And everyone needs kind of different things. So let's see what elements you can add or take away from your living environment to create the ideal space for you and your spirit to thrive. So today we have some kind of random objects, but this reading is a little bit random, so I figured it fit. Here we have a coin. This is a Costa Rican coin. Okay, so that's for pile 1. For pile 2, we have this obsidian crystal. For pile 3, we have this kitty key. You can get these at Walmart if you want one. I'm pretty stoked on it. Or this lock for pile 4. So take a moment, use your intuition to guide you to whichever pile or object is speaking the most to you currently. And when you're ready, just click on the timestamp in the description box to go to your reading. Okay, welcome pile 1s. If you picked the coin, then you are in the right place. Let's find out what your ideal home environment or living space is. So these two cards are kind of going to be what we base this reading off of. So you have the King of Wands here, and we have the Five of Wands in reverse. Very interesting. So both fire elements, so you might find having some sort of representation of the fire element somewhere in your home, especially in the kitchen if you can. If you have your own kitchen, having some sort of fire element, some sort of representation of what fire means to you will be really inspiring for you, is what I'm getting. With this Five of Wands in reverse, I'm seeing that you don't really like things that are too chaotic, too disorganized, too much going on. You're not about getting the most flashiest items, the most fanciest furniture or things like that. For you, there's a need for kind of simplicity. There's a need for a little bit of sedatedness within how you decorate, if that makes sense. Minimalism is kind of the vibe that I'm picking up on. What I'm getting is that you don't want a lot of discord in your environment. So colors that clash, clutter that clashes. You need things to be relatively peaceful, relatively simple, and relatively, again, the word subdued is coming to mind. With this King of Wands, I'm seeing that it's really important that you have lots of space to do things. You have lots of space to kind of follow your creative impulses. I feel like you're a really skilled crafter or craftsman, or you could be if you had the space for it, if you had the room for it. Whatever it is you like building, creating art, you need to have an open space for that. You need to have room for your ideas to kind of bounce around and grow. Okay? Again, I'm getting the kitchen is a really important place for you. How the kitchen is aligned is going to have a really big effect on you. Fire element. You might benefit from using your oven more. If you have an oven, of course, some people don't have ovens, but if you do have an oven, you might benefit more from baking and roasting vegetables. That's so specific. Let's see what else. Okay, so we'll see. This is your ideal pet or animal spirit. So all homes can kind of have an animal spirit that hangs around in them. You can add different decor or pictures that kind of brings in your animal spirit or pet. So it depends what the card will be if you can have it as a pet. Okay, so yeah, so we have the antelope spirit. Life is speeding up. So you might find bringing in some antelope or some deer imagery is really going to help motivate you and inspire you. I'm getting, if you do want a pet, you want a pet that's a bit more fast paced, a pet that's high energy. I'm getting like a gerbil or a hamster for some of you would actually be a really nice idea. Something simple that you don't have to put a lot of energy into caring for, but is kind of speedy and changeable. Or if you do just want like a simple dog, a simple cat, one that's a little bit quick, one that moves fast, has a lot of energy, is going to give you the most joy, excitement, and harmony within your home. Again, though, with this antelope spirit, I'm really getting like a lot of space for you to move is very important, not too many things. So if you're finding a lot of things where you're living, trying to reduce the clutter, trying to reduce how many pieces of furniture or objects you have will actually help to kind of increase your ability to create things and to do the things that you want to do. I feel like your creative mind, your creative energy needs a lot of space. Okay, so these two cards here are going to be non-negotiable elements, okay? So things that you can't... Okay, so joy in music. So music is really important in your environment. You may find like, I don't know, a nice speaker or sound system is really gonna increase how you feel, how good you feel in your space. If not a sound system, instruments. Having instruments that you can play around with when you're feeling the vibe that you can use to inspire yourself with. For some of you, you may be guitar players, violinists. Having those instruments as kind of a center focus in the room or the space that you spend the most time in is really going to inspire you. I'm getting the vibe here that your home needs to be inspiring. It needs to be open to you creating and doing things. And joy. Items and objects that make you feel joy. I'm seeing that you don't need a lot of things to look after, not a lot of things to care for, so not a lot of plants, not a lot of things that are going to take a lot of your time and energy. You need it to be simple and elements that inspire joy, inspiration, and movement. But yeah, music is a non-negotiable for you. So having a good kind of music setup, or even just starting your day with music, when you enter your space, adding music to the space, really thinking about how that music makes you feel when you play it and listen to it, that's going to have a huge impact on your ability to thrive in your environment. And then here we have transformation and pressure. So yeah, again, I'm feeling like you need your environment to not put too much strain on you. You need it to be changeable. You need there to be space for you to kind of make changes as you transform, as you grow, as your hobbies change, as your ideas for what you want to do change. You need space for that. You need space for you to transform. This is non-negotiable for you. And I know this card is pressure, but again, I'm feeling like you need not too much pressure from your environment. It did come up in reverse. So I'm kind of feeling like you need your space to not take too much from you. So when there's lots of clutter, when there's lots of things around, there's more to clean, right? There's more to look after, there's more to do. You need it to be really simplified, really easy. Lots of twos here, so twos could be significant. It could also mean that you benefit from a cooperative environment, so where you're living with one or more other people. That's kind of your ideal setup, as long as they're easygoing people that can kind of respect your independence and how you do things kind of on your own or at your own pace. But there is definitely a lot of like cooperation energy as well. And then here we have mineral elements. So we have labradorite. Okay, so you may find that you actually benefit from having labradorite around. Labradorite is a dream stone, so having it by your bed, over your bed, in your bedroom can help increase the lucidity of your dreams, your ability to recall your dreams. It's also really good for sharpening your intuition, your mysticism, your third eye chakra. Clarity of thought. So what I'm getting with this labradorite is the two kind of major elements that you want your home to reflect, the energy you want it to give out, is peace and clarity. Okay, so when you're in your space, look for what you can change, look for what you can alter to create a stronger sense of peace and clarity. And this is really going to allow you to thrive in your environment. You also might find like blue accents, blue hues, even like little iridescent accents will kind of make you feel really happy. Again, Labradorite is 20, so another 2. So cooperation is important to you. If you are living with people, they need to be people that you can live with harmoniously. You don't want an environment that has too much conflict. Of course, a little bit of conflict is going to come up in any multiple people situation, but you want a place where you can work through the conflict relatively easily, relatively quickly. That everyone is kind of dedicated to creating harmony and cooperation. And like some mystical elements might feel cool too with this labradorite and this transformation. Some kind of crystals or spacey things might kind of inspire you as well. But like I said, don't overdo it. You guys are a little bit of a minimalist vibe. Less is more for you. So things that really stand out, things that really call your attention in a positive way, but not too many, not overcrowded, not overcluttered. So yeah, this is what I'm seeing for you, pile ones. You can let me know how you felt about it in the comments if you feel like it. Otherwise, I hope you have a wonderful day. Subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. So welcome pile 2. If you picked the obsidian, then you are in the right place. Let's find out what your ideal home environment or living space is. These 2 cards are going to give us the basis of this reading, and then we're going to build everything off of that. So let's see. Okay, so we have the 9 of Wands in reverse, and we have the Knight of Cups. Okay. So what I'm seeing for this with the Knight of Cups is things that make you feel romantic. Things that put you in a kind of like loving mood, especially in the bedroom. I'm seeing like purples, maybe pinks or reds, colors with like deep kind of sexy hues. That's really what I'm seeing. I feel like you need some like open space as well. Some sort of outdoor area is vital to you, whether it's just a patio, whether it's a backyard. You need some sort of outdoor space where you can be, even like a sunroom or something like that, where you're connected to outside. That's really going to help you thrive in your environment. With this 9 of Wands in reverse, I'm getting a little bit of a lively vibe for you. Elements that cause excitement, elements that cause you to feel just kind of like high energy. 9 of Wands in reverse too. I'm seeing like you don't like too much structure. You don't like too much order. You want things to be a little bit free in your space. Free, movable, colorful, different colors. You might find like reds, orange, yellow hues are really nice for you, especially in certain rooms of your house. They're not necessarily the best colors for a bedroom, but maybe for some of you they really are. Who's to say? So yeah, I'm getting to like tapestries or decorations from other cultures, beads, really colorful, vibrant elements that make you feel alive. Lively is kind of like the word I keep getting here. You don't want anything that's too rigid, too stuck, too certain. You want things to be able to kind of be free feeling. Free, relaxed, playful. You might find like a water feature is really nice for you. Some sort of like miniature fountain, some sort of like little pondy thing. you know, like maybe even like a bowl with just a little fake lotus in it. Some sort of water feature will make you feel nice. Will make you feel nice. Yeah, some sort of water feature will be good for you. I feel like it will be very uplifting and inspiring. Safety is not your first concern when it comes to your living environment. Freedom, playfulness, and the vibe of it really is. And yeah, this Knight of Cups is really just speaking like this kind of romantic, sensual vibe. Fabrics that really feel nice, colors that really make you come alive. You might even like various smells like potpourri or incense or, you know, some sort of essential oils, some sort of nice smell throughout the place. Engaging your senses here. Okay, so let's see. Here we have your ideal pet or animal spirit. So every living space does have an animal spirit that can kind of like rule it or look after it. And you can invite that in by having certain elements that feature it. So little like statues of it or a picture or whatever the case may be, if you feel like you want to do that. Or this could literally be your ideal pet. It depends on what the card is. So we have the koi fish spirit. Cool. So like I said, you would benefit from a water feature. So maybe a fish tank would actually be really nice for you. Something with little fish swimming around, orange fish, beta fish as well. Fish with like nice fins, I'm getting, that really look nice when they move in the water. Koi, like you may actually, if you have like a pond or if you have the ability to have koi fish may actually be the thing for you to get some koi fish in your kind of ideal home or living space. Or just like I said, like koi fish kind of decorations or like a subtle addition of the koi fish to your living room or bedroom will help bring in some of that energy that you need. There is always enough. I'm not exactly sure what koi fish symbolize, so you can always look into that more for yourself and see if you do want to bring it into your home. But yeah, for you, the ideal pet is really fish, something that's super easy to care for, pretty to look at, nice water feature, as well as like aquatic plants, aquatic rocks. Lively colored animals. Okay. So these two things are non-negotiable elements. So these are things that your spirit doesn't want to have to negotiate on in your home. So yeah, we have water. Look at that, creation and water. So you need a water feature. You need some sort of water element, some sort of signifier of the water element in your home. That's really going to help you feel more creative, more flowing, more comfortable in your own skin, more comfortable with what you have. I'm getting like you get a very abundant feeling from being around water, or you kind of trigger that subconscious abundance when you're around water. If you can't add a water feature, just spending more time in water will kind of do this for you as well. Baths, showers, foot baths, you know, filling up a little bucket and just like rinsing your feet for 20 minutes in some warm water. Connecting to that water element in your home though. And again, like I am getting this really free vibe, this really movable vibe. You don't want to feel restricted or ordered or structured too much in your living space. You want things to be kind of open and free, movable, creative. And then we have alchemy and magic. So I do feel like you're someone who will really enjoy magical elements, things like crystals. I already said tapestries, but maybe tapestries with like mystical symbols or some sort of symbols that you're drawn to around your home. Those are really going to uplift your vibration. Space. You might find galaxy print things or spacey things will really be nice for you. but something that makes you feel magical. You, pile 2, I feel like are the pile that will really benefit from having an altar space or like a sacred space, a meditation space, some sort of space that feels magical that you can go to when you need to reconnect to that magic or spiritual feeling. And again, with alchemy, like I am getting, you want things to be able to change, to be lively and vibrant. You might be someone who benefits from kind of trading items. So when you have things that you don't want anymore, or you've kind of moved past getting the same feeling from, trade with someone else for some sort of new thing that you can add to your home. I feel like that will be really nice for you. Okay. And then we'll see here, this is mineral elements. So what this brings. So peridot. So you may find that actually having peridot around, especially in your living space, I'm getting especially in the bedroom or a living room, will really change the energy for you, will really change the vibe into a more positive one. If not getting actual peridot, I am getting greens, yellows again. A little bit of like, you need a few things that make you feel fancy, that make you feel romantic or abundant or opulent. A few things that kind of connect you to that energy, however that may be in your home. And things that allow change, again, things that allow movement, allow you to grow and change in this environment. I feel like for you, your environment really is a reflection of you. So when you allow it to be creative, when you allow it to be flowy, when you allow it to have these kind of beautiful, sensual elements to it, you will reflect that as well. You will be more creative. You will be more going with the flow. You will be more sensual and beautiful feeling too. Yeah, so that's what I'm seeing for you, pile 2s. Definitely let me know if it resonated in the comments, if you feel like it. Otherwise, I hope you have a wonderful day, a wonderful journey. Thank you so much for watching this video. Subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and I'll see you next time. So welcome, pile 3s. If you picked the kitty key, then you are in the right place. Let's find out what your ideal environment and living space is. These 2 cards here are going to set like the groundwork for this reading, and then we're going to let the oracle cards fill in the rest. So we have the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands. So 1-1 could be significant for you, 1-1-1. Okay, so I'm getting here that your environment needs to be inspiring for you. It needs to be inspiring for your intuition, for your emotional intelligence, as well as for your work. You may work from home, or you may actually benefit from working home. You find completing projects and tasks in your own space is actually really conducive to your personal well-being. I'm getting here too, like gold elements may be nice for you, and things that allow you to feel like you can restart. A certain element of freshness to what you have, if that makes sense. You need to be able to kind of like begin again every time you return home, begin again every time you wake up in the morning. That's the vibe you want to bring into your space, is that one energy, that vibe of new beginnings, especially in the watery and fiery realms. So yeah, like individual expression, paving the way, starting things new. I am really getting like an entrepreneur vibe from you that works from home. Someone that actually really thrives working from home and being inspired by their living environment. I'm getting incense too, burning incense, burning sage, Palo Santo. Those things are going to be really good for you, especially getting in the habit of doing it regularly. So the energy in your space is always reset back to 0, back to 1. Yeah, I'm getting lots of burning. You might find like even one of those nice like metal incense burners or little bowls. is going to be really nice for you to have around, for you to just kind of like whenever you feel like you need to reset and come back to this inspiration energy, this fresh new energy, you can just burn it in your space. Cleansing rituals are really good for you. Resetting. You might find like clouds, pictures of clouds, fabric with clouds on it, things that kind of bring clouds into your environment as well will really inspire you. The ideal thing you want to feel from your environment is like refreshed. I think I already said that, but refreshed. Okay, so let's see. So at the top we have your ideal pet or your animal spirit for your house. So it depends what the card is, if you can actually own it as a pet or not. So if it's not your ideal pet, it'll be like the ideal animal spirit you want to call into your space. You can do this by having objects that represent that spirit around, pictures, whatever it may be that kind of brings that animal in. That energy is really going to help your environment. So let's see what it is. We have the bat spirit. A rebirth is assured. Look at what I'm saying. You need freshness, renewal. Okay, so bats. I don't think you can own a bat as a pet, but maybe a flying squirrel. In some places, you can get those. I am feeling like a rodent vibe as well, like ferrets might be nice for you. Although be careful with them. They are super, super tricky and messy. But yeah, with the bat spirit, bringing in some symbolism of bats, some symbolism of that energy is really going to help your environment kind of feel more at home for you. I'm feeling like you want to be grounded in your space. You want it to be something where you can constantly grow and renew. Rebirth. This is like the vibe of your home is rebirth. So whatever that kind of means to you personally, what elements can you bring in that make you think of renewal, that make you think of growth? I am getting like lots of plants might be really good for you. Lots of things that you can kind of care for in your space. You're someone that will benefit by putting a little bit of time and dedication into looking after your home, into looking after your living area. You know, like regular cleaning, or like I said, looking after plants. I am getting like a really plant-filled vibe. The more plants, the better kind of for you if you like looking after them. Definitely if you're not a plant person, don't go buy a bunch of plants. But if you are, houseplants are really good for you. Bamboo. Okay, let's see what else. So here we have non-negotiables for your environment, non-negotiable things. So solitariness and desert. Okay, so you need your own space. If you live with other people, you need a space where you can go to feel yourself, to feel alone for a moment, to reset. I am getting to, with all of these cards, you need a lot of light. So big windows or open windows, or you need to let the light into your house in some way. Natural light is better for you than artificial light. I do get this really natural vibe for you guys, a natural environment where you can kind of like rise, maybe not exactly with the sun, but around that time. Maybe not go exactly to bed when the sun sets, but kind of like around that time. That would be pretty crazy right now because it's winter, so you'd be going to bed at like 5 p.m. But you know what I mean? Like move more naturally in your home space is really going to help you. So yeah, solitariness and desert. You need a place where you can be on your own. I'm getting don't put water in your bedroom. Don't put water features in your bedroom. You need wherever you sleep to kind of be dry. You might even find a dehumidifier to take the humidity out of the air is really beneficial for you depending on where you live. You want a dry space. You want a fresh space for you to kind of reset yourself. And like I said, if you're living with other people, it's really important that you have kind of your own sanctuary that you can retreat to, that you can experience your solitariness in, that you can meditate in, or whatever the case may be, return to yourself in. Okay, and you might find like little fairy lights or little kind of like those little string lights and stuff will be nice for you as well in the darker times. Light is really important to you. So some cute little light elements, some candles to bring in a more natural light than most overhead lighting is. Like orange tones, yellow tones for your lights. And then we have clarity and mountain for the other non-negotiables. So I am getting your bed needs to be clean most of the time. So you need to be kind of on cleaning your sheets, keeping your bed space clear, free of clutter. Sleep is really important to you. Getting the time to reset is really important to you. And with clarity, like I do think that there needs to be this element of space, like I said, but clearness where you are, this element of not too much clutter, not too many things going on, not too many clashing colors, a really natural vibe that you can experience a lot of clarity in. You might find mountain or desert photographs will kind of pull this energy to you as well, that actually having those physical visual representations in your room or in your space will kind of inspire you into that energy. Yeah, and I am feeling like quietness is important. So a space where you can go and be quiet or feel quietness, or just time within your day where you can experience quietness, even if for a few moments. Okay. And these are both, oh, just kidding. I was going to say these are both sevens, but they're not seven numbers. They're both different. Okay. So let's see what's over here. So here we have mineral elements. So this could be actual minerals that having around would be good for you, or just kind of what information comes up from it. So we'll see. So we have citrine. Ooh. So citrine, I personally love citrine. I actually have some right here. This is citrine. It's like a tea-colored stone. You can get some crazier looking citrine that looks like a cluster and it's more orange and stuff. Usually it's fake. So beware of citrine. There's a lot of citrine that is actually just heat treated amethyst. It doesn't matter too much. It's just if you want actual citrine in your home or in your space, this is what it looks like. It's more of a tea color. There's not usually very much white on it. And it doesn't look like an amethyst. So if you know what like the amethyst kind of forms like, sometimes you'll see citrine that is formed like an amethyst. That's just amethyst heat treated. But it doesn't matter too much. If you really like it, I say just go for it. It's just if you want real citrine. Sometimes people be selling fake citrine and they make it expensive when it's fake because it looks so pretty and you're like, oh, this must be a really expensive crystal, and it's not. Anyways, back to this. So citrine. Citrine is all about good luck, good fortune, money, success, your Manipura chakra. So what I am getting again is things that really inspire you into an abundant state of being, things that make you feel really full within yourself, things that make you feel lucky. If there's any symbols for you that represent good luck, have those symbols around. You know, if you really believe like clovers are lucky, get some pictures of clover, get a picture of clover that you like, have it around, bring luck into your atmosphere, into your environment. Again, citrine is giving me that really clear vibe. Orange lighting, again, light yellow lighting. And it's somewhere where you can grow. Growth and renewal is really important in your environment. So you need to feel like there's space for you to breathe, space for you to grow, space for you to change. I am getting to that you want to be like grounded and reset when you go home. Grounded and reset. So however that kind of comes across for you. Whatever elements make you feel grounded and reset, bring those in. With this desert, I am feeling like, you know, those little like Zen garden things with like sand and they like rake the sand or whatever. You might benefit from having one of those. You might actually really like having one of those to kind of focus and reground yourself. Something with sand. So that's what I'm feeling for you, pile 3. Thank you so much for watching this reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Definitely let me know if it resonated in the comments if you feel like it. Otherwise, I hope you have a wonderful day, a wonderful journey, and I'll see you next time. Welcome, pile 4s. If you picked the lock, then you are in the right place. Let's find out what your ideal home environment or living space is. So we'll start with these 2 cards at the bottom. These are going to be like the basis for this reading, and then the oracle cards will just kind of bring everything together. So we have Judgment in reverse, and we have the 6 of Wands in reverse. Here, so I'll show you the cards that we're working with. Okay, so what I'm getting here so far is that you might actually like a place with stairs. This is so specific, but somewhere with stairs, somewhere where you actually have to like go up. If you live in an apartment with an elevator, you'll actually enjoy taking the stairs sometimes. You'll actually enjoy that bit of exercise within your own home, that bit of movement. I do feel like stairs, really stable concrete buildings for some of you. I'm getting like you need a space that's really stable, really secure. And you don't mind going up to it, or you don't mind being on the top floor. If you can, try to be above people. If you're in like a townhouse or something, try to be on the top floor. Or if you can have your bedroom on the top floor if you're in a shared home. I don't know, the top floor or the top, as high up as you can be, or as high up as you feel comfortable with, is kind of what I'm getting here. With the 6 of Wands. With the Judgment card, I'm getting that you need a space that is free from judgment. Okay, so a space where you can relax, a space where you can be at ease, at peace, comfortable. I am getting like cushions, blankets, things that make you feel warm, relaxed again. I'm seeing that for you, you might actually really benefit from making some changes now, like pretty quick, not waiting, but like making some changes in your home really quickly. I feel like you need everything to move all at once and then not change for a while. There's a certain element of predictability, again, certainty, stability that is important for you in your environment to really feel your best. You might find like long curtains or drapes, blackout curtains for sleeping in your bedroom will really benefit you. I'm getting like dark tones, like a brown couch, like kind of like dark colors around you. You like to feel proud of your home. So you do like when it looks a certain way, when it's aesthetically pleasing, but in a simple way, in a way that you don't have to put too much time or energy into. You might find like hanging things from where you've been, if you've traveled around or lived in different countries, hanging literal memorabilia or like maybe literal flags can help kind of inspire you, can help bring some positive energy into your space. I am getting a vibe of living with less people or even alone, just a couple people is kind of better for you. Like you like that connected feeling of more than one person sometimes, but too many people would be too chaotic is what I'm getting. Okay, so we're going to see up here we have your ideal pet or animal spirit. So every home has an animal spirit that is kind of blessing and looking after the energy of the place. So if this card is not a card that you can have as a pet, this will be the animal spirit. You can bring your animal spirit into your home by bringing in statues, physical representations of that animal, pictures, something like that. If you feel like you want to add that energy to your space, it can be really beneficial. So let's see. We have ant spirit. Time to collaborate. Interesting. So you may be someone that actually really likes having an ant farm. People do have ants as pets. I know a lot of people, I don't know anyone in person, but I've seen people online that really love them. So you may be someone that benefits from having ants around. The idea of having like an ant picture on your wall seems so weird to me. But bringing in this kind of grounded spirit, this collaborative spirit. I'm getting puzzles. Might be nice for you to have some puzzles around. Yeah, but for some of you, having an ant farm is actually going to be like, you might even have never thought about it before, and then you get it and you're like, wow, this is fantastic. For some of you, having ants around is actually going to be really nice. For others of you, it might not be. But the ants are pretty crazy animals. So here we have non-negotiable elements. So these are elements your spirit doesn't want to have to negotiate on for having in your home. So we have life and breath and groundedness and gravity. So yeah, with this groundedness card, this is kind of what I was picking up on before. You really need to feel secure, stable, and grounded in your home space. You need a place for you to relax, a place for you to feel supported, a place that you can kind of come back to and connect to the earth in a way, connect to yourself in a way, connect to that root chakra. You know, root chakra is all about how grounded we are, how secure we are. So root chakra elements in your home, things like reds, browns, blacks, even having like the root chakra yantra, which is the symbol for it, in your environment might be really nice for some of you. I am getting, you may like animals around. You may be someone that benefits from multiple different types of animals around, like cat and dog or something like that. Having animals around for some of you is going to really add to your homeliness. But yeah, it's non-negotiable that you feel grounded when you enter your space, or at least your bedroom, that you feel grounded. So whatever you can add that can bring that grounding in is really going to change your mood and how you feel on a day-to-day basis. And then on the other side here, we have life and breath. So I am seeing that you need to be able to breathe in your home. You need to be able to relax. Like I said, exist without judgment. So not too many things, not too many things that are difficult. Like, you need things you can relax on. So you don't want furniture that's like so nice and so clean that you can never use, or you know what I mean, like really fancy cutlery that you could never use, or you're scared to get dirty. You want things that allow you to breathe, allow you to be free, allow you to, break some things sometimes, be a bit more relaxed, a little bit less you don't want to have to be so like careful or so ordered or so structured. You want to be able to breathe and feel comfortable. Space and air might be important. Having some representation of the air element could be really beneficial for you. Or even like a space to do meditation, yoga, breathing exercises. Again, like I'm getting lots of blankets. I don't really know where that's coming from, but I'm getting like lots of warm blankets that you can kind of cuddle up with. Lots of cushions. Relaxation is like one of the keys for you. You need to be able to come home and relax, let loose, let go. Even this ant spirit is like a really grounded, earthy root chakra spirit. And I feel like there's a certain level of predictability needed in your environment. So things need to kind of be where you want them to be, not too much movement in where things are. Predictability will make you feel really grounded and stable and secure. And your sense of security can a lot of times translate to how much money you have, because when you feel secure inside, when you feel secure in your home, then you'll start to bring in those reflections of security, which money is one of the main things that provides us security in this in this modern world. So you may find that actually improving your space to be more grounded, to be more relaxed, to be more how you like it to be, will actually bring more money to you as well. Make you a little bit more magnetic for it. So here we have mineral element. So we have moldavite. Okay. So for some of you, actually having moldavite in your home, actually getting moldavite could be really beneficial for you and your energy. Now, moldavite is an intense stone. It causes crazy dreams. It's said to cause nightmares. It's said to cause really intense spiritual transformation and progression. So sometimes by triggering us. So definitely be cautious about bringing it in if you really do want that energy or not. But if not moldavite, I am seeing that there needs to be somewhere for your spirituality to thrive, a space for your spirituality to be honored and supported, whatever that may be. A place where you can transform, experience things like ascension or divine connection. I am getting green. Again, I'm getting the air element, kind of like an ethereal vibe. Yeah, it's so interesting because I feel like you have all these cards that are kind of indicating groundedness. And then you have moldavite, which is like blast off into spaceness. So I feel like you need your space to be grounded and supportive and stable and secure so that you can blast off into space and come back, if that makes sense. So that you can go through these transformations, go through this spiritual awareness, spiritual growth, and have a stable foundation that makes you feel like things are okay, that you can come back to and really integrate what you learn, integrate what you experience. Yeah, there needs to be some dedication to learning, seeking truth or knowledge in your space. So maybe spiritual books, like I said, a little bit of a spiritual area, maybe an altar for some of you. Yeah, so this is what I'm seeing for you, Pal 4s. Hopefully you enjoyed this reading. Thank you so much for watching. You can definitely let me know if it resonates, if you feel like it. I'd be so curious to hear about this one. Otherwise, I hope you have a wonderful day, a wonderful journey. Thank you so much for watching again, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.